It's really managing the complexity of nature that determines the effect that we have on the ecosystem. So it can be positive or negative. It all has to do with management and our decision-making process.
Meet Donna Kilpatrick, Director of Regeneration at Heifer Ranch. Like many farmers, Donna has been raising animals, honing her skills, and learning from other farmers for decades. She's studied livestock management, sustainable agriculture, organic farming, you name it, and Donna knows an expert in the field. In this video, Donna shares why she made the switch to regenerative agriculture and why responsible eaters should make the switch too. Stay tuned until the end of this video, when Donna reveals her secrets for building trust with her herd of grass-fed and finished cattle. Let's go back in time to Donna's first job in agriculture. Donna arrived for her first day as a farmer at an industrial dairy farm.
We were milking 550 head of cattle 3 times a day. It was confinement dairy. And what I noticed immediately was that we'd go out on huge tractors out into these beautiful pastures around the tie stall barns where the cows were. And we would cut the forage and bring it back to the cows, but the cows never left the concrete slab floor where they were all the time. And they never got to go out onto these beautiful pastures.
That didn't feel quite right. Cows are biologically built to flourish on pasture, and Donna could immediately see the negative impact of confinement on the animals. She knew they deserved better.
And I really decided that I wanted to work in a system where the animals were part of the natural process and the natural cycles. And that's what really launched my career into regenerative agriculture.
Donna searched for a new career opportunity and journeyed to the small community of Perryville, Arkansas, home to an international hub of sustainable farming. As a member farm of Grass Roots Cooperative, Heifer Ranch prioritizes high standards of animal treatment and ecological responsibility in farming. Donna knew she had found her home and quickly began managing the cow-calf operation at Heifer Ranch.
We use holistic plain grazing. We move these cows right now basically once a day. Now it might be, depending on the size of the paddock, it's every 2 days.
For Donna and her fellow grassroots farmers, raising livestock is more than just a job. They care deeply about the well-being of the animals they steward, practicing consistent observation, analyzing behavioral patterns, and anticipating the needs of the herd.
We're always out here filling their mineral feeder or checking their water. Someone on the team is down here in the morning to check on them, to move them if they need to be moved. If it's super hot, we also do that at lunchtime. We come and check on the water, just make sure they're doing okay. So when we move them, because they're used to us, they're used to the fact that they move, they know the deal. Every single day they get moved to a new paddock. And when we come, we call them, we walk in front of them, and they follow us to the new paddock. And it's super easy, and it's actually really fun. It makes you feel very powerful when you have a herd of cows that just follow you anywhere you go.
In addition to frequent pasture moves, Donna also conducts thorough health checks to keep the herd thriving.
So when we come down to do checks, we're looking for, are they happy today? Are they content? When I come down to check the cows, I won't drive up immediately to them. I'll stop before they can see me and just observe their behavior. Are their heads down? Are they grazing? Or are they already standing at that fence line ready to move on to the next pasture?
Then, Donna gets up close and personal with the cattle and the organic homemade fertilizer they provide for our pastures.
We often look at manure droppings. You ideally want a round paddy with a pond, a little dip in the middle of it. That shows that they're getting the right nutrition. We also flip over cow pies to see if there are any dung beetles. That helps us know that we've got biology happening in the soil and that we've got a lot of activity going on and that the dung beetles are breaking down the manure patties and actually taking it down into the soil.
At Grass Roots, our farmers closely monitor the health of the livestock they raise to ensure our customers receive the highest quality pastured protein that nature can grow.
We are a grass-finished operation. We're non-GMO, but we don't withhold treatment if there is an animal that's sick. We would treat those animals, but then they would get pulled out of the program that goes to Grass Roots Farmers Cooperative.
Use the coupon GRFC15 for 15% off your purchase at grassrootscoop.com and rest assured that your order is free of hormones, GMOs, and antibiotics, guaranteed. At Grassroots Farms, we raise the healthiest cattle to practice biomimicry. That means we embrace the cow's innate instincts and natural cycles to strengthen our land, which enriches the soil and stimulates new plant growth.
When we farm, we think about the animals' impact on the land. We're constantly thinking about moving our animals in a way where we are letting the plants recover, so the animals graze, then they move away from the plants that they've eaten. We give the plants significant recovery time.
When the herd moves to a new paddock, the previous pasture grows back stronger than before. Every hoof print incorporates the herd's natural fertilizer into the soil and sequesters carbon, developing flourishing pastures without releasing the greenhouse gas emissions that characterize industrial agricultural operations.
When you ruffle this forage, look at all the bugs that are jumping around. There's so many insects and spiders, and there's just an abundance of life. You can hear it. So if we were to come in here and cut this, then you would quickly dry out your soil. When the rain did come, you would have lots of runoff. With as much biomass that we have on top of the soil surface as we do now, the rain is just going to soak into the soil like a sponge, and that's what we want. And during the 4 to 5 years that we've been farming this way, we've seen a drastic increase in the amount of rainwater we're capturing, which is wonderful.
The positive impacts of Donna's holistic management techniques are undeniable. But on a busy, multi-species regenerative farm, how does Donna make time to bond and build trust with a herd of almost 150 cows?
So I think you all can see that these cows are really friendly and that they trust us. And I think that's because we're down here. We get to spend time with them, and you wouldn't see that in a conventional system that's very hands-off. This is very management intensive. Only way that that works is when you're working with a system like Grass Roots Farmers Cooperative that takes all of the daily tasks that go with running a farm, such as marketing, distributing your project, going to a farmer's market. When all of those things are taken off your plate, you can focus on farming. This is what we do well. We manage animals, we manage land. So Grassroots actually allows us to do what we do well, which is care for our livestock and care for our land.
At Grass Roots Farmers Cooperative, our passion is raising healthy pastured protein for conscientious eaters. Bite into the superior taste of grass-fed and finished beef from grassrootscoop.com. Use coupon code GRFC15 for 15% off and experience the euphoria of exquisite, ethically raised pastured protein. Learn more about Grassroots' network of regenerative farmers with this playlist, or check out this video to see how we raise pastured chicken from the hatchery to the butcher and deliver it straight to your front door.